Love, light, blessings, and magic to you. This is me, Jivan Shikha, caramel chocolate, Alka. I come with many names, and I am the founder of Glad Sherpa. And along with our team, Glad Sherpa team, we are here to connect you with your innate powers. That's Glad Sherpa's mission. And in each interaction with you, with our members, with our clients, we wish to bring you immense value. So here's something I have been thinking about today, and I thought it would be good to share it with you all. I'd like to address three aspects. One of them is what we do at night before we sleep impacts us the next day, and of course the following days as well, but most the very next morning. Secondly, I wish to address how powerful our morning moments are and how we should be spending them. And thirdly, about emotional intelligence, which is considered a very powerful, very important asset in today's world. So let's start with how you spend your last hour before you go to bed, before you sleep. Usually I like watching either a relaxing flick, something that's a comedy or a good feeling flick, something that lifts my vibrations. I love crime series. I really watch them before going to bed. But last night I did, and the experience is interesting, because what happened is, now this brings me to the next aspect I wish to address, and that is our morning hours. These are considered to be the very most powerful moments of the day, because you are well rested. You have been connected with the higher part of you, whether you call it source energy or the universe or your soul, and intuitively you are very connected to this super intelligence, this higher intelligence. So often in the morning you'll be truly inspired, and you can get very innovative, very creative ideas. So this is what happened as I woke up in the morning. I'm still in bed, and I'm in that zone where I'm half asleep and half awake. And linked to this crime series I was watching before I went to bed, and one of my favorite ones is CSI. And I was watching a series where someone disappeared, where a lady had disappeared and they were looking for her. And when I woke up, I am in this emotional state where I am thinking about this lady, and I'm getting emotionally involved in the whole process. And I think to myself that I need to keep my emotions aside and tackle the situation in the best possible way. And as I woke up, there's a voice echoing in my mind telling me that this is what's important for our workshop. Now we are presently running our emotional clarity workshop, a free workshop we offer to members once a year to give them a sample of our work, to give them immense value whether they continue with us or not. And this workshop brings you emotional clarity, brings you personal empowerment, which is very important in life. It's the fundamental aspect of life. And this is why this is the one we offer for free, because it's one of our fundamental workshops. It gives you a good idea of what we're doing, how we're doing it, and gives you value you can use ahead in life. And so the idea comes to mind that, this is how I need to explain emotional intelligence two of our members, the ones attending this EC workshop. We call it the Easy Workshop. And as I'm working with this story playing out in my mind, I realized that, as a mother or as a parent, many of us do experience this. Your child does something wrong and you know that you need to allow them to experience the consequences of whatever has happened, whatever has been done. And at times our heart is too soft and we try to protect them from the consequences, right? And for example, they've not done their homework. And we don't want them to feel bad. We don't want them to get a talk from their teacher. So we kind of, help them out in the shortest of moments so that the homework is half done kind of before they leave for school. Yes, I've done that. But when I saw that this was being repeated, right, in the 11th hour, he'd realize, oh, Mom, I haven't done my homework. Then I had to step into my emotional power, my emotional intelligence, and tell myself that now is the time that I need to control my emotions. I can't be the soft mother anymore, because that's just leading to him creating this habit where he's doing his homework in the 11th hour, when I usually have reminded him about doing his homework, finishing it early on. And this is when he was in second, third grade. Right now he's blessedly almost 18 years old. And I understood at that point that now I need to step into my emotional power, into my emotional intelligence, and let him face the consequences of whatever is happening. So I told him that, now it's too late to finish your homework. You need to go to school, and whatever happens, happens, and you need to experience that. And I've always been there for him, so he knows that I'm standing by his side no matter what happens. But he needs to face his consequences, the consequences of his choices, his actions. So he goes to school, and the teacher's very nice. She just reminds him that he needs to finish his homework. And that's kind of it. And but it was enough for him to learn his lesson. And from that day on, the homework was always done in time, always completed in time. So that's us as parents putting the emotional intelligence into action, into power, so that we can guide our children towards the best possible result for them. And as a parent, that is at times very challenging, very difficult, I know. But it is required. In the same way, for example, at work, if you are going through an issue and your superior, your boss comes and tells you, this is how it is, and this is how it needs to be done and everything, and you kind of feel a little rotten inside, a little bad, upset, right? And I'm not saying that you ignore your feelings. You always have to listen to your feelings, and you have to guide yourself through them. So you park your feelings for a short time so that you get your work done. You produce the best results you can. And you can only do that if you manage putting that upsetness aside. If you keep on indulging in the upsetness, and that's your state, you're creating through, you're doing your work through, you will not be producing the best results possible. So you need to put that upsetness aside and then work on the task, produce the best results possible from a neutral, even positive mind. If you can switch over to that side, or what I'd rather call empowering mindset. And tell yourself, I can do this, and I can produce better results. I can do what I'm asked to do in the way I'm asked to do. and actually even probably surprise everyone, including myself, with better results. And afterwards, look into why did you get upset from that feedback? Was it given in a way that was rude? Was it something about you that you do not like to be corrected? Is it an ego versus spirit issue? Is your ego too involved in this, right? So you need to study why you reacted in that way. We can't ignore it because our feelings are our GPS. They are at all times telling us, they're giving us information about where our thoughts are and where we need to be headed. We're always seeking to be happy. We're always seeking to be loved. So that's kind of the destination for us at all times as humans. And along the way, things happen and we react. And these reactions, these emotional inputs or outputs, the information we're getting through emotions is extremely important. There's nothing as good emotions or bad emotions. Only good reactions and bad reactions, because when you react upon an emotion and get too involved in the emotion, you're not always creating empowering results for yourself. So this is what came to my mind this morning, and I wished to share it with you all. One, what happens when you're watching crime series or drama series or something like that at night before going to bed, and if you wake up grumpy, you know why that is, right? Try changing that. Try watching something happy, something uplifting before you go to bed. And there's a lot of that on YouTube. There's a lot of that on TV. I know there's Good Witch on Netflix, which I adore, and everyone I have recommended it to has adored it. There are many other series as well, non-violent, very soft, uplifting series. But The Good Witch is one that I definitely recommend. And the second aspect is that when you get up in the morning, don't straight away pick up your phone or the newspaper or go into checking your emails or attending to work stuff. Give yourself some time, even those moments in bed before you get out of bed. Give yourself some time to soak in, to think about, gradually coming from that sleeping zone, right, where you're deeply connected with yourself, where you're in the deepest consciousness, gradually coming to your awakened state. Give that time. Think about, what are my thoughts? What are the ideas coming? Have some affirmations or intention statements which you recite in the morning while you're in bed. Don't go straight away for the emails or your mobile or social media or the newspaper, anything. So that was the second point. The third one is that to be emotionally intelligent, you must train yourself to put your emotions aside. As parents, we're doing it. Often, all of us, we are involved in a family. We have parents, and often when dealing with relationships, you do have to learn a little, at least. I know this about everyone. We have trained ourselves a little to put aside emotions and tackle the situation in the best possible way. Thing is that this is a muscle and we can train it more. So if you liked the content in this video, if it is helping you, please do leave some comments, because that inspires us and boosts us so we can give more ahead. Please do like us on follow us on the different social media, including YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We are quite so active and expanding there as well. And share this ahead with anyone who needs a message like the one shared in this video. And wishing you an awesomely blessed day ahead, day or night, wherever you are, sending you love, light, magic and blessings from the entire Glad Sherpa team. This is Alka signing off. Bye for now.